Hi and welcome to today's tutorial. So for another digital platform to be included in this video, the first one we are going to talk about is Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. So for those of you who already know this type of product or this type of program, this is one of the digital platforms that we are using in order to produce different types of results, from graphic arts up until making banners, posters, and even little leaflets. So again, this is Christian Ron Trinidad, and let me take you to a little walkthrough Adobe Photoshop. So first and foremost, as you are looking right now on the screen, this is the interface of Adobe Photoshop. I'm currently using an Adobe Photoshop CC or Creative Cloud. This is a lighter version of Adobe Photoshop with still all the complete functions and features, but on the lighter side of the storage, and it takes a little more toll on the processor of your computer. So if you have a lower spec computer, this is the one to download. So first and foremost, Adobe Photoshop is a raster graphics editor developed and published by Adobe Incorporated. So this is a raster-based software. When we say raster-based software, this means that this is based on pixels. So as you can see here, if I were to zoom into this picture, the more I zoom into this picture, the more it will have, or it will show its pixels. So let's do that. I'm pressing Control and plus button. Okay, so right here, I'm clicking the picture. And so as you can see, as I continually zoom into the picture, I can go towards seeing the individual pixels that make up the picture. So let's go back. Okay, so as we know, photos are made up of different pixels. Okay, so this one is a pixel-based editor. So you are working with pixels when you are doing Photoshop. Okay, so if you want to create illustrations that do not lose their quality, then you should go to Adobe Illustrator, which is also part of the what we call the Adobe Creative Suite, which we can see at the later part of this video. So this product or this program, this digital platform, is used for different sorts of creative materials. Okay, we can use this to edit photos, to enhance photos, to digitally manipulate pictures, okay, to paint a digital picture like the one that we can see in movies, no? So that is what this program is meant to do. It's a very powerful program, and it can be simply used, or if you can really dig into every single feature within this program, you can really see what it's capable of doing. Okay? Now, this program is originally created in 1988 by Thomas and John Knoll. So these are the two brothers. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so as you can see here, the picture that I have is not that higher image quality, and therefore it's kind of blurred. And we can even see, we can even tell that the more I zoom in, the more pixelized already it will get. Okay, so this is created by the brothers Thomas and John Knoll. Since then, the software has become the industry standard not only in raster graphics editing but in digital art as a whole. So they started to develop this softwares, and then right now it is already considered to be what we call the industry standard. So when you want to apply for a job in graphic arts or in graphic design, one of the key skills that you have to possess is being fluent in using the Adobe Creative Suite, ranging from Adobe Photoshop to Adobe InDesign. Okay, now what is the Adobe Creative Suite? In the Adobe Creative Suite, this is a list of products that we have available as a package in adobe.com, where we can see a bunch of different programs for different uses. So Photoshop we have there for raster based editing. Adobe Illustrator, I'm gonna circle each one of them. Okay, so this is the marquee tool, as we can see here. So this one, okay, so that is the Adobe Illustrator. And then we have here the After Effects. So After Effects is more on animation and special effects. Okay, different forms of manipulation in videos. We also have Premiere Pro. So Premiere Pro is what we can use if we want to edit videos or movies or films. Okay, but when we have to add some more special effects to it, or special effects layers, we can choose to use Adobe After Effects. The next one is Adobe Lightroom. So Adobe Lightroom is mainly used for photo editing, photo enhancement. So this is the app mainly used by photographers. Okay, then we have Experience Design for user experience, Audition for audio editing, InDesign for packaging. Okay, so all of these myriad of programs compose the Adobe Creative Cloud or Adobe Creative Suite. So we can choose to order them online, and then this is actually a subscription service, meaning we have to pay for the whole package monthly. So it's a monthly package. Okay, then here are some of the things that we can do using Adobe Photoshop. So if you are studying, especially during now online classes, and you have projects with regards to photo editing or photo manipulation, these are the things that you can do. You can create movie posters like these. Okay, so these has different effects, but they are all done the same with the lots and lots of functions that you can have from using Adobe Photoshop. Okay, now these are some of my works that I will feature. I will be featuring two from my projects, previous projects from CMU that I've created in Adobe Photoshop. So the first one is this poster for the basketball tournament handled by the Mape Majors way back 2018. It's entitled Swish. So if we analyze these, there are different elements to this. So I mainly created the logo here on Photoshop. The main logo of the program is this, the central graphics. Okay, we can see here Swish Basketball 2018, and then the other details on the background. Okay, so these are the different things that you can create here in Photoshop. You can also create this. Okay, so I've done a design on the organization's shirt, org shirt, and this is the one that was chosen. Okay, so this is the logo that I also created here on Photoshop. So let's zoom in a bit. I'm pressing Control and plus, then hold space bar. So you will see this hand. Okay, you're using that, you can move freely through the program like this. Okay, so this is the logo that I created for this specific shirt. Okay, it's the Society of Young Mape Educators, Mape Majors logo that I created also here in Photoshop. Okay, and of the front, we have the CMAPE logo. I just added a newer CMAPE version of the emblem, under the emblem. Okay, so we can move that to the center. Okay, so these are the things that we can do on Photoshop. Photoshop is a very powerful tool, as you can see here. So let's walk through some of the basic features. So to create a new project, you just have to press Ctrl N. Okay, and then you will identify the settings of the project, the name of the project, and then the parameters. So you can either choose by pixels, by inches, by centimeters, millimeters, points, picas, and columns. Okay, and then the resolution. So for a basic digital work, 72 and 150 ppi or pixels per inch is already enough. If you want higher quality, you can choose to go to 300 pixels per inch. Okay, but that would take more space and more processing power. Okay, and then if we look here, if you want, or if you're going to publish your graphics as something to be posted on Facebook or in digital platforms, you can use RGB color. But if you're going to print it, and then you have to choose to CMYK. Why CMYK? CMYK is the default color setting for printers. So we have the cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay. So for digital works, you can just go to RGB. Okay. There. Another thing is that we can also draw. Okay, so we have a pen tool. So for the shortcut for pen tool is P. Press P. Okay, while we are here, we can press P. Okay, it's not working for some reason. So there's always multiple ways on how you can do different things here. So that's the first one. Press P for pen tool. Or you can press this one, the pen tool. This. So this, you can choose to draw. Okay. You can curve it out like here, like such. Okay, and then let's end right here. Okay, so we have created here a little shape. We can also choose to fill it up with the color like that. Okay, so it matches the color of our graphics. There we go. Okay, that's one of the things that we can do here in Photoshop. Okay, also we can choose to pick some characters that we have here. For example, I want to get the logo and the Photoshop lettering, so I choose this. So you can either do quick selection or magic wand. I recommend using the quick selection because it chooses the shape already. But you have to refine it if you really want to get the shape. So I could choose P, H, O, T, O, S, H, O, and P. Okay. Then if we were going to zoom, again pressing Control and plus, and then pressing Alt. Notice that from the symbol inside the circle changes from plus to minus. Okay, so we're just going to refine this shape. Okay, I think that's fine. Now this is one way to do it. Another one is to manually trace the shape using the pen tool. So we can press Ctrl J to copy that layer. And so if we are going to, let's say, draw a shape. So let's go here. Let's go to rectangle or circle tool, ellipse tool. Okay, then draw. Pressing shift would keep the proportion of your shape. Okay, now it will be filled. We can fill that with colors. Okay, like that. Okay, if we put it right here, and then let's see here on the lower right of your screen, we can see the layers. So the layers panel shows what's on top of the other picture or the other graphics that you have. Okay, so we can drag it down, and then the copied graphics that we have, which is a Photoshop here, will be underneath the, or will be on top of the circle that we just created. Okay, you can also type here by pressing this button or the type tool, or simply typing T. Okay, so it's loading, initializing type tool. As you can see, I'm using a low spec PC. Okay, so we can type right here, so we can type whatever we want. So let's say 2021. Okay, now that we have that, okay, now that we have that, sorry, we're experiencing some technical difficulties with the program. We can change that color, double tap on it, and change the color, let's say, to white. Okay, then if you want to enlarge it, press Ctrl T or Ctrl Transform, then drag, pressing Shift to keep the proportions, and then drag it to the middle. Press Enter when you're done, and then you can move it with your arrow keys like this. Okay, so those are the basic way on how you can use Photoshop. It's a very powerful tool to use for studying, for creating projects, for creating movie posters for your projects, cover letters, even resumes. But there are a different ways or a different program to use for specific purposes. So for typing letters, I would suggest that you use Illustrator. For packaging design, you should use, or if you were to do magazines and let's say magazines and t-shirt designs, for you to make the mock-up. Mock-ups are like these. Okay, what will your design look on an actual product? So that's what we call a mock-up. You can use InDesign also. So those three, Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, are mainly the three mainly used programs when it comes to graphic design. Okay, so that is our short walkthrough for Adobe Photoshop program, what it can do, and how powerful it is to be used as a digital platform. I hope you learned something from this lesson, and see you on the next digital program.
Hello everyone, now let's talk about the Google Drive, its function, and highlights of the best Google Drive features. But before that, let us know the meaning of Google Drive. Google Drive is a file storage and synchronization service developed by Google. Launched on April 24, 2012, Google Drive allows users to store files in the cloud, synchronize files across devices, and share files. It is an online file service that gives you 15 gigabytes of cloud storage for free. Now let's begin on how to create a file from scratch. Let's use creating a Google Doc as an example. Click New, then click the Google Docs and choose the option to create a blank document or create a doc from a template. A new tab opens and you can scroll through a boatload of doc templates like resumes, letters, different types of projects proposals, legal templates, and more. If you're working on a lesson plan, just click that template. The template is automatically opened for you to edit, and you can edit everything or anything, from the title of the text, color, layouts, and more. And by the way, templates are available for Google Sheets, Google Slides, and more. Back to creating a file, we are using a docs. As an example, so let's create a new doc. Click the title of the doc to rename it. Any changes you make on any file in Drive will automatically save for you. At the top near your title, click the little folder icon. Select the folder you want to move it to. So we'll select the test folder I created earlier, then click Move. Now back in my Drive tab, I can open my folder and here it is, the doc I created. Now, another feature that allows for easy file retrieval is the ability to start a file that right at the top near your file name as well. Once you've started something, it will be found in the Start section of your Google Drive. Now, you don't always have to open the file in order to move it or favorite. You can share it or make a shareable link, which I'll go over in more detail in a little bit. Show the file location, move or favorite, rename the file, copy the file, download to your computer, delete it, and more. There are so many features available with just a right click. Now something else you may notice is the different icons for different files, and that's a quick visual cue from Google showing you without opening the file, whether it is a doc or a spreadsheet, a PDF, or whatever may be. And now I'll show you on how to do and set your desired sharing permissions. Now remember how Google provides you with a visual cue as to what you're looking at. Well, if you have a little icon with a person in it, that means it's shared. Now there's a multiple ways you can share a file. You can do it from a file itself when you're creating it, or you can do it from your main Google Drive page. So you can right click on any file in order to share it, or if you click to select a file, on the top right of your drive you'll have a few options.
Good morning, class. My name is Juan Marbandojo. By the way, my discussion is about origin of Zoom. Zoom is a video telephony proprietary software program developed by Zoom Video Communication. The pre-planned plan provides a video chatting service that allow up to 100 concurrent participants with a 40 minutes time restriction. User have the option to upgrade by subscribing to a paid plan. Zoom Video Communication Incorporation is an American communication technology company headquartered in San Jose, California. It provides video telephony and online dot service through a cloud-based peer-to-peer software platform, and it used to teleconferencing, commuting, distance education, and social relation. Zoom was founded by Eric Yuan, a former corporate vice president for Cisco Webex. He left Cisco in April 2011. He with 40 engineers to start a new company originally named Sasbe Incorporation. The company had trouble finding investors because many people to the video telephony market was already saturated.
Hello everyone, good morning. So after knowing the origin of Zoom, now I will discuss the basics of it. Let's go! So like any other app, you need to download it first via Play Store or Apple Store. So just type Zoom like we have here, Zoom, and then look for it. So yan, here it is, the first one, then install. We're done installing the Zoom. Right now, we have options here to sign in it by your email or via Facebook. So, since this is my account, my personal account in my laptop, I'll be using to sign it via my Google or my Gmail. So, I will choose this one. Let's wait for it. So, here's my account. I will just click it, so it will be automatically directed to Zoom. Then there are questions if you will allow it or associate with you with your personal info on Google. So your personal info, see your primary Google account or email address, just click allow. So after allowing Zoom, again, there are some questions, just click allow Zoom, and then open Zoom meetings, and then launch. So it depends upon your internet connection, how fast it will connect to the internet or it will open. And here is my Zoom account. So we have here the new meeting. So I can start a meeting with video, use my personal meeting ID because I have it, but it only takes around 40 to 45 minutes maximum. And then join a meeting. If we click this, we should have the meeting ID of someone who will start a meeting, and then I can edit my name here. I can use my complete name, and to turn off my video, of course, when joining, so that I will not distract someone. I can open cam if the meeting is open already, and of course, do not connect to audio first when joining. So that's it. And then we have here schedule. If you want to schedule a meeting for a reminder, and then minutes, that's it. So you just need to explore it, and everything was here, and save it. There's an option if you will be the host or not, participants, Google Calendar, and others. So share screen. When reporting, when you want to share some information, you can check it here. Chatting someone. Here while conducting the meeting. Contacts you have in your email. Here's my Zoom account. And then right now, we will invite our colleagues or someone we set on a meeting by sending them the meeting ID or the link. So since I sent it, this is the password or passcode. So that's it. And then we have here the options rather, to mute or unmute. First is to, of course, if you are the host, we will unmute this, and then if it is not necessary to talk, mute. Going without the video. After that, start. So here there's an option to start a video or to open cam. Just click it. Yan. Or close it. Then you can see here the participants. I'm only one in the room. Oof. Invite. And to share screen. So someone wants to join us. Since we are the host, we can decide if we will admit it or view. So Realme6 is joining us. Admit. So we can chat her or him via here. Chat. Then, good morning. So here we have Realme, which is my student. So let's check if she's here. We will just open or start our video. Hello.
Hello.
Na baby. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you open cam?
Yes. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So,
Good morning, ma'am.
yeah. Sorry. We need to unmute this so that. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Here. That's it. And then if I am reporting, I will just open the screen and share with whiteboard. Let's check. And then text. Name Ayesha. That's it. So here my students can react, to raise their hands, to thumbs up, laugh, shock, heart, or raise their hand if they want to ask something or for recitation. Then in here, you can check who are the participants. Everything was here in the Zoom. Since I have one participant here, it's okay. Then you can ask to unmute them so that we can hear others. Or off cam. It's not necessary. That's all. And just end. Or leave the meeting. So here, how to share screen, just click share screen, and then I have here my ready PowerPoint or report, and then just click share. That's it. While in mobile view or my student's gadget, here. So, that's it. Me as the teacher or the reporter and the lesson. After, just stop share when done reporting and unmute yourself, start the video again, and ask them if they have questions, clarifications, concern, and still you can chat here. That's all for now.